it must be a very proud day for you.
Very, very honored to be doing this. You know, when you serve in the State House, for your peers to elect you as the Speaker is the absolute highest honor. Sometimes, though, you feel like the dog that caught the bus. So, but you know,
what do I do now?
Exactly. But it's a great day. You know, today's a ceremonial day. We do elect the leadership, but it's a ceremonial day. A lot of our families are here, and so it's a fun day, and it's a day I think that reminds us in a lot of ways, Henry, of why we serve.
2015, Thom Tillis is gone. You now take his role. He was a formidable figure in North Carolina politics. Now you get a chance to put your own fingerprints on this job. What are your goals? What do you want to see happen?
I really want to see us govern. We have dealt with a lot of weighty issues over the last 4 years. And if you look at a lot of our agenda, particularly a lot of the social issues, you can kind of check those blocks. We did those things these last 4 years. So now we're at a point where we can really focus on some of the more, I hate to say mundane, but mundane things of really trying to improve the efficiency of state government, really making sure that we're administering the affairs of government as really as good as we can. You serve on the university board. You know the challenges facing the university system. We're there to help partner on that, to improve education in the state, to build more roads and make sure that we're appropriating the road funds in the correct way. And then most important, economic development, bringing more jobs to this state. Want to see us work with stakeholders and collaborators to make sure that we're doing all we can to be competitive, to bring new industries here.
First day of the session, everybody's excited, everybody's pledging to work together, and then the ultimate conflicts come up, and you know they're going to be there. Mm-hmm. Speaker Tillis was a guy who kind of you don't know what the meetings were like behind the scenes, but he looked to the public like he was a guy that kind of was holding things together. Mm-hmm. There were real differences between the Senate and the governor. The Speaker of the House has to work with everybody. How do you see that playing out in this session? Do you have a goal to try to be more harmonious? Do you think it's possible? What do you think is going to happen in terms of the way people do business with each other this time around?
Well, I believe that we should always collaborate. And for example, last night, Senator Berger and I had a joint event. That's the first that's happened that anybody can think of. And we wanted to set the right tone that we see the Senate and the House as partners in this process, not as adversaries. And there will be differences of opinion. And when we have them, we deal with each other honestly, fairly, and candidly, and respectfully. If we do that, we'll work through those differences, whether it's within our caucus or whether it's a partisan issue. But most of the bills we pass, Henry, I'd say 85%, there's little to no controversy. The things that we hear about in the media are those 15% where there's a lot of lot of controversy or partisan issues, but that's the minority. And we're going to work to try to work together on things. But again, we will have disagreements, and when we do, we just deal with each other and treat people. My philosophy is you treat people the way you want to be treated.
Well, that sounds like a great way to go, and hopefully we'll see more working together. I know you got to get back across the street very quickly. What are the main issues? We hear that the revenues are down, concerned about the budget. Medicaid expansion is going to be on the table again. We're still dealing with some regulation issues with coal ash problems in North Carolina. We're going to talk to the new Secretary Diener about. There's even, discussion about looking at school teachers, dare I say school teacher salaries again. I mean, I know some of the older school teachers are still complaining that, you guys said you'd do something to help us down the road. What's going to happen this session?
Well, I hope we can do that. All the issues you mentioned are things we're ready to go to work on. And I think we had some criticized our education budget last year. I'm proud of our education budget. I mean, we gave the first real raises to teachers in this state in probably 10 years. So some didn't get as much, but in my line of work, something's better than nothing. And I think we need to try to do more. But the reason we focused, Henry, on those newer teachers is that's where the experts, DPI, told us we had high turnover. We were losing those teachers, so that they were very much underpaid compared to their peers. Now they're not. But we've got a lot of really good ideas. Bob Steinberg, who's going to be, I guess, talking next, has all of the ideas. So I'll just do whatever he says.
Well, I'll let him get up here. Thank you for taking some time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Good to see you. Speaker designee Tim Moore.